We are live. Hello, everyone. Are you guys ready for this week? If you hear this live, say live in the chat or on the replay, say replay. Reach out to me, connect, and follow me. I like to follow you. If I see your content, I like to engage on your content. I want to talk about the foundational thing that you need to have in place in order to grow your business. And without this, you're going to have problems. There's been no business around that hasn't grown or scaled their business, hasn't had a predictable way to onboard new clients with not having this element in place. And it's about building trust. In the sales process, we call it building rapport. Now, I used to think differently about this when I was when I first got into sales. I was thinking, oh, it's just a bunch of fluff, building rapport. Let's just get to the good stuff and present my offer. Right? It usually ended badly. That's why my closing percentage was so low back then. Nothing happens well in business without building trust, building rapport. It's about being able to build confidence in your prospect's mind about you, your offer, that it can solve their problem, and making yourself approachable. And that doesn't happen if they don't have trust, if you don't build rapport. And so I want to talk about 3 things that you can do to build rapport with your prospects. If you do this, your conversations will change. If you do this, your conversations will go much deeper. If you do this, not only will it improve your closing percentage, reduce your sales cycle, improve the relationships you have with your clients, it will make everything you do more enjoyable. Have you ever had a conversation with a prospect and it just seems off? Maybe consistently? I've been there, done that, okay? And I've learned through the process. I didn't spend close to 30 years in sales and working with hundreds of clients without learning things. And you know what? In those years, I did a lot of things wrong. I had a lot of failures, but I learned from my failures. And because I failed so much, you don't have to. You can learn from my mistakes, okay? So first and foremost, 3 things. First and foremost, don't go with the intention to serve. Yes, you want to go with the intention to serve. Don't go with the intention to sell. People can spot being sold a mile away, and they will put their walls up. People do not want to be sold, but they will buy. But you got to have trust. You need to have confidence. You need to earn their confidence. And so you have to go with the intention to serve. And let me just say something real quick. What I'm about to share with you can be used to manipulate people with people. And a lot of people in sales do this. That's not what I'm about. And if you're just about making the sale, then this broadcast is not for you. So switch off and I wish you well. Now, if you want to go with sincerity and look to build relationships, and by doing that, grow your business, build deeper relationships, have a more fulfilling life in sales and in business, then continue to listen, okay? So, first and foremost, remember, not going to sell, going with the intention to serve. Our intention determines what we say, but more importantly, our intention determines how we say it. I remember I was with my dog in the dog park. She's barking in the background, of course, when I'm doing this broadcast. And there was a couple ahead of us, and the husband said something to his wife, and I don't know what he said, but the way he said it, I was thinking, this is not going to go well. And so his wife reacted to the husband's reaction. And then after the wife reacted and said, I can't remember what she said. He said, but dear, I only said, I forget what it was. And this is what she said. Key takeaway, with intention. It wasn't what you said. It was how you said it. And when you go with the right intention, it changes not only what you say, but most importantly, how you say it. Okay? So go with the intention to serve. It changes what you say, it will change how you say it. Secondly, you need to do your research. The internet, social media, LinkedIn in particular, makes it very easy for you to do background information, background search, research on your prospective clients. You want to understand their psychology. You want to understand their motivators. When you understand their psychology and their motivators, you can communicate with them based on what's important to them. What do we call that? That's emotional intelligence. And when you connect with someone on an emotional level, you begin to build trust, you begin to build rapport. So do your research so you understand who they are and what they're about. You can go to LinkedIn, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, and gather that information. You can do that quickly. Okay. Third, match and mirror. Match and mirror. If you're talking to someone who talks real fast like me, then you want to talk real fast. Okay. If you're talking to someone who's a little bit slow, you want to slow down. Don't go too fast. Okay. And if you want if someone is very demanding, but I said this and I want this, you need to be okay. Here it is. This is what you get. Seriously. If you talk to someone like that, someone who's like, hey, I wanted this on this date. I said, okay, you're going to get it on this date. If you respond to them in the same way that's matching and mirroring, their subconscious is going, hey, I kind of like this guy. He got some spunk. And if someone who's slow and you're talking slow with them, it's like, hey, subconsciously they'll think, I like this guy. He's not your average fast talking salesperson. So remember, match and mirror. Now, I'm going to give you an example from my past to show you how powerful this was. Up until this point, I was not understanding rapport. I was not understanding the importance of rapport. And so because of that, I was missing out in developing deeper, more meaningful relationships. I was missing out in getting more sales. When I started connecting with people and building rapport, sales closing percentage went up, sales cycle reduced. My clients, when they get this, and I've worked with hundreds of clients over the years, hundreds, 90% of them rapport, they've heard the term, but they don't understand how important it is and how to build rapport. They think it's some fluff thing that you do to manipulate someone. When you go with the intention to serve, you go to serve them intentionally, you do your research, and you match and mirror. When my clients get that and they realize it's not about selling, it's about serving. And you cannot serve your prospects at the highest level unless they become what? They become your client. So you need to take them through the process, and it all starts with building rapport and building trust. So when I got this, I met with a president of a good-sized manufacturing company. At this point in time in my career, I was a little intimidated meeting with people in the C-suite. And I knew to be prepared. I knew to have the intention to serve, and I knew to match and mirror. So I was prepared to meet with this president. His name is Doug Metcalf. So I got the meeting. I walk into his office, and Doug was looking over some papers. He's like, yeah, Chaz, what do you got there? I'm real busy right now. I'm real busy. Go ahead and sit down. What do you got, a PowerPoint or something? And he continued to look at his papers. And I said, Doug, you'll be glad to know I don't have a PowerPoint, but I want to know how the hell you went from plant manager to the president of this manufacturing company. That is no small feat. Doug looked up. He put his papers down. He got up. He walked around the desk. He sat down right next to me. And he said, Chaz, let me tell you exactly how that happened. 25 minutes, he told me about all his problems, all his pains, all his stresses, all his goals, all of his objectives as the president, and all the pressure that he was under. Guess what? 45 days later, they became a new customer, $150,000 a month. Did you catch that? I did my research and I saw that he was promoted from plant manager to president. I went with the intention to serve, not sell, and I matched in mirror. And when I matched him and said, I just want to know how the hell you went from plant manager to the president, I got his attention because I connected with him subconsciously. So remember this, go with the intention to serve, not sell, and understand going with the intention to serve means you have to take them through the process. Okay? They can't become your client if you don't control the process. And I'm not talking authoritarian. Please don't get me wrong. It's being the authority. You not only need to be the authority in delivering your product, your service, your solution, you need to be the authority in controlling the process. When you bring when you have the, let me slow down. When you are the authority in controlling the conversation and the process, and the authority in delivering your solution, you bring those together, you're going to connect with people in a much deeper way. And they're going to look at you like, wow, this is a guy, this is a gal I want to work with. So remember this, always look to build trust. Always go with the intention to serve, understanding you need to take them through a process. You need to match and mirror, and you need to do your research. If you do things, more meaningful relationships, deeper conversation. By the way, if you want a sales and marketing analysis, send me a DM or reach out to chazhorn@chazhorn.com. That's my email. First, last name at firstlastname.com. If you're a business owner, I will give you a sales and marketing analysis. Okay. To be 20 minutes, I'm not going to pitch you. You'll be glad you have it. I will point out the problem, why it's happening, and most importantly, give you a path forward. You don't have to live in the challenges that you're facing now if you don't have a predictable way to identify, attract, and onboard new clients. I help with all of this, and it starts with a sales and marketing analysis. No sales pitch. I'm not a pushy sales guy, okay? I mean, if you talk to me like this, I will talk to you like this. Send me an email, chazhorn@chazhorn.com, put sales and marketing analysis. So remember, back to ending this, go with the intention to serve, not sell. It will change what you say. Most importantly, it will change how you say it. Take them through the process. Match and mirror. Do your research. If you do this, everything will change. More meaningful relationships, more clients, higher closing percentage. Sales cycle will be reduced. Go rock this day. Let me pull up some comments here. Steve, great to see you. Kenny D, I'm savoring the flavor. Latiful, I hope I pronounced your name correctly. Great to have you all here. Have a great week. Go rock this day.